This project started from one of Ashley's pretty silly ideas of trying to mimic the iconic Spider-Man shots where he's swinging around a building. With the exception of a single drone shot on a Phantom 4, the rest of the film was shot on a Red Dragon at 6K, and audio was recorded using a Rode NTG2, sometimes straight into camera but also into a Zoom H6. For the most part it was just me, Ash and Marwan on location, so there's not a lot of behind the scenes footage as we're all busy filming and trying not to get kicked out. This car park in Canary Wharf was our first location and pretty much the big test to see if all of this would actually work.
The next is rigging up the rope. Finally the swing. It seemed more of a perfect place to practice the swing as well. I mean, there's no one watching, you know you're not going to get in trouble, you have all the time in the world to prepare yourself and to take off. It's going to be the sketchiest way to put a fucking GoPro up.
We first came here to do some photos, which came out incredible, which you might see here on the screen any second. So before Ash started even doing all these swings, we went to the Arch Climbing Centre and he set up the rope in a kind of safe environment.
And outside the arch is also a nice little staircase which we use for a swing, but also for the train shot. And for this I had Yassine with me in a train and Magda with Ash on the staircase. And we were just communicating over phone, telling each other when to record or jump. And after 4 goes, going back and forth between stations, we were kind of happy with one of the shots and just left it as that.
So this was probably the most nerve-wracking, biggest kind of swing you probably had to do, I would say.
Yeah, well, definitely the highest swing.
And it's also all the people watching down below kind of added some pressure in it. We didn't know when the police would turn up, how many takes we would get. And it actually took Ash 4 hours to get the first swing down. And that was due to all the prep involved, safety checks, of which there weren't too much. And by that time it actually got really dark, so we could only salvage 2 shots with grading and sky replacement. The others we had to film on 2 separate days.
Well, yeah, on the second day we kind of knew what was going to happen. I mean, the first day it took so long because of all the rigging and finding the correct anchor points.
As we were usually quite quick to leave a location in case security came after us, it meant we had to record most of the sound effects after the film was completed.
Alright, let's get it done.
You want to come with me?
Yeah, well...
And for the final sun silhouette shot, we actually tried to film this a year back, but about 2 minutes before the sun was in the right position, the police came and made Ash get down. It just meant we had to wait 8 months again for the same sun positioning.
The physical was fine, it was just the mental side. These wires look really thick, but they vibrate so much. So trying to stand on 2 of them, you can feel everything. It seems like the gas tower is not even attached to the floor anymore.
So if you're wondering if the swings in Building Visions were fake or not, then I guess this collection of B-roll should hopefully show you that they're all quite real, right?
Well, maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe the behind the scenes is not real.